Schwartz, ESPN. When you were on the bench with 4 fouls, Kyrie just went to another level. 33 points in 19 minutes, I think it was, when you had your 4th. What did he show you in the world tonight?
Nothing. Same thing I've been saying since I got here. I've been saying he's a special kid, a special talent. As the stakes get higher and higher, his game gets higher and higher. But it was nothing surprising for me. But he rose to the occasion and he put the team on his back. And we definitely needed that effort from him. And like you said, he's just been kind of dictating the game and being a playmaker and things of that nature throughout the playoffs or even throughout this series so far. But tonight, he showed why he's one of the best point guards in the league. And he commanded us, to be better, especially in the second half.
Jared Weiss, CLNS Media and Celtics blog. When the Celtics were switching on you in the 4th quarter, you would often size up every switch onto you and take it to them and often would pull back for a step back. What were you seeing when you get those looks?
Just trying to be aggressive. Obviously, I couldn't be as aggressive as in the first half because of the foul trouble. So, if I'm on the floor, I got to be aggressive and try to make plays, help our team be successful, and read the defense. I was able to still be aggressive and find 2 of our shooters, for 2 threes. Found Kev, found Swish. So, it was just trying to read the game, the game in between the game, and it worked well for us.
LeBron, Ray Jaski, ESPN 990. 4th quarter, it seemed like it all came back to you, scoring the ball, shooting the ball over kind of a difficult stretch. Is that just kind of a thawing out thing? You're through that stretch and return to the player, the shooter, the scorer that you were the previous 10 games, or something you just had to kind of fight through? What happened there?
Yeah, I mean, my rhythm, for the most part, is broken when you get, I can't remember, I don't think I've ever had 4 fouls in a game before in the first half, so my rhythm is kind of broken, and you got to try to figure out ways you can still help the team. And my teammate said, just be aggressive, be you. You got us to this point and continue to do that. So, I just try to find ways to get into the lane, get some in transition, and then backed off, shoot the jumper, and felt very comfortable with it. So I was able to get back into a rhythm very fast.
And by the same token, do you feel as a team that you've kind of recovered now that you got to go back to Boston for Game 5 and you kind of refound whatever you had prior to Sunday?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you play the game that's in front of you. We didn't take care of business in Game 3. They played well. Tonight they played well again, but we was able to play well, especially in the second half, and we defended. And if we defend, we're gonna always give ourselves a good chance to win. So, we look forward to to the next game, and it's a difficult challenge because our preparation going into the series was going against a team with Isaiah. So now they're playing a lot differently now. So we're trying to figure out exactly what they're running and things of that nature. So it's been very difficult on this, without IT on the floor. But now this is 2 games that we've been able to see them. We're gonna get a better understanding. So we should be a lot better in Game 5.
LeBron, Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. I was going to ask about that exactly. Do you feel like the second half was evidence of you guys starting to understand exactly what it was they're trying to do without Isaiah now that he's not there?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we game plan because their series went to 7. We game plan for both teams, and they're a different team when IT's I say they're a different team. They run different things, just because of IT being a huge piece of the puzzle for them offensively. So they had to kind of reshape, and that's the beauty of having Brad Stevens as your coach. You're able to reshape what you do offensively and still, be in good rhythm. So, it's been challenging for us to kind of, plays out of timeout. It kind of been killing us on ATOs and keeping us off balance. But in the second half, we kind of finally got a little bit of rhythm, and I think we'll be a lot better, Chris, in Game 5.
LeBron, Steve Belpat, Boston Herald. They kind of caught you in a momentum shift in the second half last game. Did they almost show you a little bit more in this one? Because you guys knew what was coming up.
No, I mean, listen, they got a well-coached, and they got guys that's always kind of been counted out throughout their career. So they play with a lot of pride. And then you add the green on their back, and with this is history, this is a franchise that you kind of, no matter who's out on the floor, you have to play for that franchise and play with pride. So, You know, they're giving us everything that they have, and you know, we're expecting it, and we want the challenge. I mean, it's the postseason. You know, at the end of the day, you just want to win the game. It doesn't matter who you're going against or how you get the job done. You just try to figure it out, and I think we did that.
Scott Sargent, WFNY. Kind of a two-part question. In your career, kind of looking back, have you ever seen a player get double and triple boxed on rebounding opportunities as much as Tristan has? And how big was Kevin's rebounding in addition to that, just given the way that they are defending him on the glass?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at some of the greatest rebounders in our game, and you know, guys who create extra possessions, you got to figure out a way to try to take them out, you know, and not take them out like in a bad way, but how do you keep them off the glass? And they're doing a really good job in the last couple of games of putting 2 or 3 bodies on them, and you know, but when you do that, you allow our other front court player who's been a monster rebounder his whole career to come up and do the thing that he did tonight, and we needed that. You know, we needed 17 rebounds from Kev, and it was huge for our team.
Ron Hayden Grove, Cleveland.com. You mentioned you've never had 4 fouls in a game. Have you ever missed a dunk like that in the game?
I have. I think I missed one in Boston before. I've missed a couple dunks in my career. I think I've made more than I missed, though. So the percentages are pretty good.
LeBron, Dave McMenamin, ESPN. When you came into the league, there was not a superstar on your team that you had to kind of manage with or manage your game with. What have you seen about the way Kyrie has either taken your example at sometimes or take the lead other times?
When I came into the league, or my first 7 seasons in the NBA?
Right, your first 7 seasons, yeah, exactly.
I mean, the kid is special, and he basically was just waiting for the opportunity to be able to blossom. And I'm just happy and blessed that when I decided to come back, that I was able to help him blossom, I guess, you know, because he gets to play, you know, in games that he's always been built for. He just never had the opportunity because of the team at that point in time. So, you know, me coming back and we getting Kev and making a trade for JR and Timo and Shump and, you know, and all the pieces started coming together, and Double T gets better, and, you know, Deli and all that. In year 1, it started to, you know, even though it wasn't the successful season that we would have hoped for, it gave him some experience that he didn't have in his first, I don't know, what he had 4 seasons before I got here, that he didn't have, but he was already built for it. His game was built for it, and I'm happy, like I said, to be able to, I guess, sit back, you know, with 4 fouls and see him do what he's always been built to do. He was born for these moments.
LeBron, Bill Bender, Sporting News. How much did the defense help trigger that 40-point third quarter, you guys as a team collectively on defense?
Well, I mean, in order to be successful, you have to defend. You have to defend, and especially versus a team like this who move the ball, share the ball, move bodies, and they're very precise with their offensive sets.